Hello, epic viewers from around the world. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What item will I be unboxing? What item will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What item is encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the item from the box and subsequently flaunt it in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. The unboxing process is officially underway. What item will I be prompting? What item will I be drawing forth? Let's find out. The item is obscured by package and popcorn. It's engulfed in bubble wrap. I'm going to render this item transparent. Bear with me. We have the tentacles for the item. The box can be relegated to the trash. There's no pragmatic use anymore. Here's a Marvel Legends Sentinel that was produced by Toy Biz amid the mists of the 2000s. I believe it was churned out amid 2005 or in 2006. You can verify that for yourself. This figurine is stupendous in all facets. I love his textures, I love his shadings, I love his sculpt, I love his deco. I love his cybernetics. I love his aesthetics. I love his hues. I love his facial expression. He's a high quality figurine in every facet. He has ample points of articulation. He possesses finger joint articulation. He could articulate all of his fingers with exception of actually never mind, he can articulate all 10 of his fingers individually. That's quite a feat. Most figurines cannot do that. Most figurines lack the ability to even articulate a single finger. Their fingers are typically pre-posed. You can clench his fingers together. You can even move his thumb inwards or outwards at your own discretion. I don't want to tamper with the joints too much. I don't want to fiddle with the joints. I don't want to compromise the integrity of the joints. I'm going to desist from mucking up the joints. He lacks... I was about to say he lacks a diaphragm joint, but I revoked my previous statement. He possesses a diaphragm joint. Toy Biz never ceases to amuse me. They always exceed my expectations, unlike Hasbro. Hasbro can never meet my expectations. This figurine is the epitome of perfection. This figurine is embodiment. This figurine is embodiment of resounding perfection. This figurine is a paradigm of perfection. He's perfect in all facets. He's not marred with scuffs or scratches or dings or dents. His knees appear to be double jointed. His elbows do not. They're relegated to single joints. He can rotate his head. He can rotate his wrists. He cannot swirl his forearms. I presumed he could, but I should not make any arbitrary assumptions. His shoulder pads are comprised of rubber. His tentacles can be equipped at your own discretion. They protrude out of his hands. He can utilize them to grapple his adversaries. This figurine is derived from Marvel Legends Series 10, which was also known by the moniker of the Marvel Legends Sentinel wave, or the Marvel Legends Sentinel series. If you purchased all the corresponding figurines within the wave. You're able to procure the Sentinel. Each figurine came bundled with an appendage of the Sentinel. This was just a remarkable bonus for action figure collectors. Post-purchasing all the items within the Marvel Legends Sentinel series, you're able to assemble your own Sentinel figurine. On eBay, they command a staggering premium price of at least $100, so they're by no means cheap. This figurine is not shoddy, it's just a refined version of the Sentinel. I love his aesthetics, I love his sculpt, I love his deco. I love this particular version of the Sentinel. I love him down to the nitty-gritty details. He just looks epic. He looks intimidating. He looks menacing. He looks dominating. He instills trepidation into the hearts of his adversaries. He possesses ample points of articulation. He represents a Sentinel. He embodies a Sentinel. I love how his design depicts his wiring and his metal plates. He looks very robotic. This figurine has ample nostalgic value from my perspective. I possessed him at one point, however I never opened him. I finally possess an open version of him. He's liberated from his confines. I love his beady little eyes. I love his color schemes. I just can't pinpoint any flaws. He has no salient defects. I love this variant of the Sentinel. He's less cartoony than the typical average conventional Sentinel action figure that looks like it was ripped out from the comic books. This Sentinel looks a bit more realistic, per se. He lacks peg holes. His armor is comprised of rubber in certain areas, such as the shoulder pads. I like his pelvis. I love his mold. I love his exterior designs. His epicness is ineffable. I can't describe it in words. I cannot elucidate how much I love this figurine. I relish taking a gander at this figurine. I just can't detect any flaws. Here's a notorious, infamous, legendary, audacious, diabolical, malicious, coercive, sadistic Sentinel. I may procure more of these figurines in the upcoming years. They're homogeneous to one another, which is great because I want my Sentinels to look akin to one another. I don't want them to be disparate from one another. So I'll likely procure more doppelgangers, or more carbon copies, or more homogeneous, or homogeneous. How to pronounce it again? Homogeneous. I believe the E has to be pronounced. So I'll likely procure more homogeneous Sentinels in the pending years. I hope that you found this video to be intriguing and enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye. Oh, one more final remark I would like to add. I love this figure because his build just accentuates his physical prowess. He looks mighty, he looks audacious, he looks as though he has fortitude, he looks as though he can ward off his adversaries, he looks as though he can keep them at bay, he looks as though he can thwart the enemy. He doesn't look bashful, he doesn't look like he's quick to yield or waver or capitulate. He looks like he'll fight to the bitter end. He's just perfect for a figurine. I'd rate him a 10 out of 10 if I had to convey my thoughts appertaining to this figurine in the form of a quantitative score. To give you a synopsis about this figurine, I'd like to convey that he's a paradigm of perfection. He has no flaws, in my objective, meticulous, humble opinion. Of course, your sentiments appertaining to this figurine may be disparate from mine. If you're not an avid devout X-Men fan, if you don't possess a prodigious action figure collection, if you do not relish action figures, then perhaps this figurine may not appease you. But if you love the X-Men, if you love to revel in collecting action figures, if you are fond of this particular Sentinel character, then this figurine will likely appeal to your niche interests. He will likely appease you if you let him. It's up to you. I'm content with my purchase and decision. I'm jubilant, I'm buoyant, I'm gratified. So I love this figurine. That's all I can notify you of. It would have been marvelous if he came with energy beams that he could output and eject from his hands, but it's not the end of the world. It's too bad that modern day Marvel Legends action figures cannot hold a candle against him. He stands roughly 12 to 14 inches tall. He's quite a stellar hunk of plastic. I love the Sentinel. He denotes perfection. He's so menacing. He's so intimidating. He's so dominating. Is his personality an enigma? No. He pretty much follows orders. He concedes to the orders of his masters. I guess he does not possess discretion or a consciousness. He's a robot, pre-programmed. His actions are preordained. But who says that the actions of humans are not preordained either? Humans are enigmatic. We do not fully understand the human brain. Regardless, I love this figurine. Despite the fact that he possesses rubber shoulder pads and lacks toe articulation, he's still a paradigm of perfection in every facet. He can be disassembled. He can be dismembered. I wouldn't recommend severing his arms or legs or pelvis or chest. keep everything intact as an aggregate, as a totality. Holistically speaking, this figurine is just amazing. One of the pieces are assembled. I'll likely purchase more Sentinels in the imminent future when I can afford to do so. I'll splurge on purchasing some more. That's my plan. Thanks for watching. I hope that you found this video to be insightful and intriguing. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.